Daily Devotionals for November 19th. Today's scripture is Genesis 4, verses 6 and 7. And this is probably one of my favorite scriptures. So the Lord said to Cain, "Why are you angry, and why has your countenance fallen? If you do well, will you not be accepted? And if you do not do well, sin lies at your door." One version says it crouches at your door. "And its desire is for you, but you must rule over it." You know, sin is always knocking at our door. Now, where's that door? The door right here of our mind, okay? And in our mind, it goes in our heart. So what are we supposed to do? Rule over it. And, you know, we have to do this on a daily basis. You know, I think we need to check our heart every day to know, is it in right standing with the Lord? Okay? But you're going to have many temptations come your way in a variety of areas of your life, okay? And, you know, what are we going to do with those temptations? All right? It comes knocking at your door. You know, this was Cain and Abel. That God was talking to Cain. What did he do immediately after that? You know, all he needed to do was have a right attitude, you know, change what he was going to offer to the Lord. That's all he really needed to do. But instead, all right, he made a choice to go lure his brother Abel out into the field and then kill him. All right. Oh boy. Well, you know what? We needed to see this in Scripture and to learn from it. We can, you know, did he try to cover his mistake? Many times we do that, but we need to make right choices. And like I said yesterday, you know, we need to seek the Lord for his direction and choose his way, okay? We must rule over sin. We must see it for what it is. I believe that as you really give your life over to the Lord, let him be that, I'm going to say that Geiger in your life, okay? Let him be the one who rules your life instead of us ruling our life. Let him rule it, and you know, seek him, his way, his will, and follow him. Okay? Our flesh wants to rise up and rule us, but can we crucify our flesh? All right? Can we make the right decision? How do we do that? Okay? Give it over to the Lord. When a temptation comes, it's generally going to come right here as a thought. And if we entertain that thought, it goes one thought to another, we start dwelling upon it, and then we begin acting on it, okay? But if we can crucify our mind, I think Jeremiah talks about that. I think it's maybe Jeremiah 6. If we can crucify our mind, okay, our flesh, and turn it to the right direction, you're going to be a much happier person because you're in alignment with the Lord and following him instead of your own way. You know, your way, your flesh, it might give you some joy and pleasure for a few moments, but it usually ends up, you suffer the consequences. And we always do. We deal with the consequences of the choices we make, whether good or bad, okay? You make right choices, you're going to have consequences there, and they're going to be pleasant ones. You make bad choices, you're going to have some bad consequences down the road, okay? They're not going to be so pleasant, and it's going to take you much longer to undo what happened that was bad, what was wrong because of your bad choice, okay? So crucify that flesh, bring your mind into alignment with the Lord. Don't jump right away when something happens. Think about it, pray it through, and then make the right decision, okay? All right, till next time, be blessed.